All right, y'all. So I'm going to try to be quick with this one, but I have a very transparent moment. But in every moment that you have, there's always a lesson that you can learn. So the other day, my husband sent me a picture, right? And when he sent me the picture, he was not happy at all, but rightfully so. So let me set the stage for a second. He was working that night and he came home. And when he came home, he took the picture. And the picture that he sent me was a picture of our garage door wide open. I couldn't understand. I could not understand how the garage door was open, why the garage door was open, and what had happened. And the reason that I could not fathom how the door had opened is because I specifically remember closing the garage door. My neighbors were having a birthday party across the street. So I purposely, when I walked into the garage, I was like, you know what? Let me close my garage because I don't need everybody looking at my garage. So I hit the button and I stood there and waited to make sure it went all the way down. It went all the way down. I went into the house. End of story. So I'm sitting here explaining this to my husband that I don't understand what is going on and how this garage door was completely open. Then when my son gets up, I ask him, did he go outside after we got home? And he did say, Mom, yeah, I went outside because I forgot something in the car, so I went out to get it. Ding, ding, ding. We found out how the garage door was left open. But while it is the case that my son was the one who left it open, with me being the adult, the parent at the house, had something happened, it would have fallen on me. It was my responsibility, period, to make sure that the garage door was completely closed and there was no easy access to our home for any intruder. Now, I thank God that through his divine protection, we were kept safe throughout the night. So while I'm looking at this picture, I began to say to myself, well, is this how it looks spiritually when we open up doors that shouldn't be open, when we give the enemy easy access to our families, to our homes? Is this how it looks when we leave doors open that should be closed? When we stay connected to certain people that God has clearly told us to pull away from because that open door is giving easy access to the enemy? When we listen to certain music, watch certain movies on the TV, when we make certain connections that we shouldn't, when we bring things into our home that we shouldn't? Is that how it looks spiritually? A door wide open, the enemy giving easy access to enter and do whatever they please with us, our kids, our spouse, our friends, with our family. Now, as I said before, even though it was my son who opened the door, it's me as the parent who is responsible. As parents, we must be responsible. We must watch. We must pay attention to what our children, if they aren't of a certain age where they're grown, it is our responsibility to watch who they're connected to. It is our responsibility to watch what they're watching on TV, what they're listening to. No, you're not being extra. No, you're not being too much. No, you're being a protector. You're watching and you're making sure that doors are not open that should not be. See, in the word, it tells us to pray without ceasing. Continually pray. Continually have your mind stayed on Jesus. Continually have your mind stayed on the things of God. We have to not only pray, but the Bible says watch. We're supposed to watch. We're supposed to watch for any temptations, any tricks, any wiles of the enemy. Because when you do this, you're more aware. So those doors that the enemy are trying to trick you to open, you actually know this is not a door that needs to be open. This is something that I need to cut out of my life. This is someone that I need to detach from. This is something that I don't need to be eating on. Not just physically eating on, but spiritually as well. It's not just going to affect you if you open the door as a parent. It's going to affect your children. If the child opens the door, it's not going to just affect the child, but it's going to affect you and anyone else who is a part of the household. So as a parent, you cover your children. As a spouse, you cover your spouse to make sure that no doors are open. And even pray that you yourself don't open any doors. We have to make sure that all access is denied. And with that being said, for me, we've made sure to give my son a few more extra parameters to make sure that doesn't happen again. So thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe to my channel. See you later.